Happy Friday. It's Faith-Filled Fridays. I hope everybody had a great week, and I know you're going to have an even greater weekend. I decree and declare abundance and favor over your life, and I know that God is going to do great things for you in this next week to come. Let's get right on the word. I want to tell you that God is going to take just enough and bless you with more than enough. He's going to take just enough of what you have in your life and give you more than enough. In 1 Kings chapter 17, it talks about the widow of Zarephath. The prophet Elijah was moving on this journey that God had set him upon, and he was sent to Zarephath. And the Lord sent him to the widow of Zarephath and said that she will feed you. So he sees her and he first asks her for water, and she gives him the water. And then he says, "Can I have a loaf of bread?" And she tells him, "Well, I'm gathering sticks right now to make my final meal, my last meal, because I just have a little bit of flour and I have a little bit of oil, and that's it. And then I won't have enough to sustain me or my son." Well, the prophet tells her, "Go ahead and make me a loaf of bread, and believe and know that once you make that loaf of bread, God is going to give you enough flour and oil to sustain you during this season." Well, I'm here to tell you she stepped out on faith and she baked the prophet that loaf of bread. And she never wanted or needed, because after she baked that loaf of bread, she always had a little bit of flour and oil every single time she wanted to make another loaf of bread. I'm here to tell you today that you may have a little bit of flour and a little bit of oil in whatever area that you're going on, and you feel like there's no hope and you're at your last straw and you're like, "God, I need your help. I need to see you." I'm here to tell you today that God is getting ready to take the just enough and give you more than enough. The just enough in your finances is getting ready to turn into more than enough that will sustain you through this season. The just enough in your relationships is getting ready to be more than enough. The just enough in your job situations is getting ready to be more than enough. See, it's already in you. It's already surrounding you. The people that God has already ordained to walk your path might even bless you with more than enough, or give you a word of encouragement. God is going to take the just enough and give you more than enough to sustain you through whatever trial or tribulation you're going through. In Matthew 6:26 through 34, it talks about so much, so I'm going to bring it and paraphrase it. It talks about how the birds don't have to go looking for food because they're always blessed by God with food. The lilies are clothed, even though the flowers are clothed and they're here today and gone tomorrow. Don't you think that He'll clothe you? In 6:31 through 33, it talks about how if you keep your primary concern on God, that you will never have to look for clothes, food, or drink, because He always knows what you need, when you need it, and how you need it. So just understand that whatever you may be going through, you may be at your wit's end. You may be like, "God, I don't know what else I can do." I'm here to tell you that the same way He blessed the widow of Zarephath by her faith and her trust in God, that He is getting ready to do the same for you. Just keep having faith in God, keep having trust in God, and know that He's getting ready to take that little bit of flour that's in your life and that little bit of oil that's in your life and bless you beyond your wildest dreams. You are blessed and highly favored by God. And keep on believing and knowing that at the drop of a dime, your expectant spirit is going to give you the unexpected blessing that you have been believing for. I thank you for listening today, and I will see you next week. I love every one of you. Be blessed.